Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been like 3 months again. I said I wasn't going to do it. At this point, it is what it is. Life has just been so freaking hectic with work and everything. I'm just now really getting the time to be able to vlog again. I actually love doing it. I hate editing, but there's been a lot of stuff. We've got a bunch of stuff that I have not shown the channel that we're going to start today. If you could tell by the thumbnail and title, we've got a drift car now. I alluded to it, and I think I told you guys in the other video. I don't know, it's been months ago. Probably did, might not have. But we got a 350Z. We're going to be turning it into our drift car. There's some more stuff coming with the drifting stuff, but we've done a couple things so far. I have put a quick release in, did a Sparco steering wheel that I won from Down Bad Apparel on Instagram, which was awesome. We've welded the diff. Got a couple things done. We've got a lot more to do. I've been practicing, haven't really been filming it. Getting a little bit better. The problem is being in Southern West Virginia, we don't really have a place we can go practice. So everywhere we practice runs the risk of getting law enforcement involved. But I did go to a drift event. I will drop a couple clips somewhere in this video. I did 2 ride-alongs, one in a 1JZ swapped 350Z and then one in a 370Z, which was freaking awesome. I've been working on, not really working on, I built a VR sim, pretty basic setup. Been drifting on a Assetto Corsa, and it does translate. So whatever anybody tells you, VR drifting does translate over to real life. Even in that 350Z, I've just felt like I had been doing it just because the VR does make it seem so real. So anyway, I've got a couple things to do before I show you the car. Have to move the truck out of the driveway, need to pull the CTS-V in over here that I haven't showed you guys yet. I will do a full review on that car here soon, but I have to put the rear wheels back on. I hit a rock, busted it. Luckily I had a set of CTS base model stock wheels that fit with a spacer over the brakes, so I was able to drive the car back. So I need to put the CTS V wheels back on, and then we'll get the 350Z over in the driveway and I'll take you on a walk around to that car. So we've got the fault for the tires because I don't guess the sensors are compatible with the CTS-V. So hopefully all of that goes off once we get the tires switched over. So if you have a lower car, these things are absolute lifesavers. These are Megan Racing 2.5 ton capacity little mini ramps. So you can put them behind your tires, and it gives you a little bit more room under your car just to jack it up. Luckily, this has a place that I can just jack the whole back of it on the back of the V, just one jack point. So let's go ahead, get this up on these little ramps and get the tires off. So I was going to try to run the factory wheels with those 5mm spacers just to see kind of what they look like, but I don't think that it's going to tuck up in there without rolling the inside of these fenders, and I don't know if it's really worth it. All right, so we got the wheel back on without the spacer, and obviously it'll clear, but these wheels have seen so many better days. They have been plasti dipped by the previous owners probably, I don't know, there's tons of layers of this stuff on here. So I think over the winter I'm going to send these off and get them powder coated like a gloss black. I would get aftermarket wheels, but honestly I like these wheels the best on the V, even over the aftermarket wheels. So that's probably what we'll do. There's a local guy that's apparently pretty good, and we will try to get him to do them sometime over the winter. So we got the wheels back on the V, so now we can go over here, get the 350 over in the driveway, and I can kind of show you all what all we've got with this car. I'm sure you see other cars, we will get to them eventually. I think everything is here. The 370 is in the garage. I'm not going to show you it because it's still in the process of being wrapped, but if you look at the video when we got the 370, you can kind of see how bad it was, and you will be absolutely shocked how good it's going to look. So I don't have the little center thing in here, the horn button. I lost it, but I actually found it last night. The car also has the Brainiac system. I don't like this system at all. A lot of people will talk about how good it is, but literally, and there may be other ways, but I always have to take this off every time I get in the car to turn everything on. And then you have to use the volume buttons over here because it is literally a tablet. And then stick this thing back on. Kind of bougie for a drift car, but it was in the car when we got it. I guess we'll probably, honestly, I'll probably try to trade it for just like the regular setup, dualed in, and then the handbrake is the GK Tech, so we'll notch this out right here and it'll come through here. But it says we can retain our AC controls and everything because the AC does work in the car. So the goal of this car is to not fully gut it. It's going to be like a street drift car. We are going to build a fully gutted comp car, but this car is not going to be that. Are missing the window switch, so I can't roll that window down right now. I do have that switch now. It just came in from eBay the other day, so we'll be able to get that put back on there. This is the Alcantara Sparco wheel that we won from Down Bad Apparel on Instagram. It is a little big. It is a 280 millimeter, and it's just a little too big. Everything back there is still in the car. It has subs and everything. The subs and stuff will come out because the guy I got the car off of, that was part of the agreement that he could have the subs and amp back. I don't need those, don't want those. It's just added weight over the rear of the car, and we're trying to get away from that. I do want the car to be light as can be, but still retaining all of the interior. We are going to do bucket seats in here, harness bar and harnesses, because safety is a big thing, especially when you don't know what you're doing, and I definitely do not know what I'm doing. So it's one of those things. I'm going to take you along for the ride with the adventure of learning how to drift and everything. But let me get the car over in the driveway, and that way I can give you a walk around and show you it. There is my lovely wife, 6 months pregnant. We do have a child on the way now, and she's switching out the fall decorations for the Christmas decorations because it is officially after Thanksgiving, so we have Christmas and Mariah Carey to look forward to. All right, guys, so the car is a 2004 350Z. It's a DE engine. The car was a salvage title when I got the car, so it did have to go through the inspection in the state of West Virginia. It passed fine, no big deal there. Couple of things done to it. Pretty much bone stock DE engine wise. Does have a what I would call a hot air intake from eBay. Other than that, it has long tube headers, a resonated Y pipe and a single exit Tomei. It's on some sort of aftermarket wheels. I think these are ESRs, but the rear tires are just way too big for this car. So these are a 235/50 18, and as you can see, they are just absolutely huge. They tuck all the way up in there, and it's actually so big of a tire that it's hitting the inner fender. So either way, those are going to get rolled, or it may end up getting over fenders, because like I said, the car is an R title, has been wrecked, has some cracks in the quarter panel and everything, so that'll probably eventually just get over fenders like most drift cars get, because it's going to get hit, it's going to get cracked, it's going to get wrecked. The other side's even worse. This side is pretty much all Bondo, as you can see, especially in that lot. It's bubbled, it's not level, just pretty bad all the way around. So that's why I don't care to make this car pretty much just a drift car, just a thrash car to learn in. Same thing to deal over here though with the tires. The front tires are a little too big as well, but they're fine for the time being, but it needs some smaller profile tires as well. It has aftermarket headlights, has a KBD front bumper, which is pretty much indestructible. This thing is it's been through it, it's hit a bunch of stuff and it's still fine. It does have a tubular front subframe, it's on coilovers. We did get a couple of other things for it. We kind of got these fake Ganador looking mirrors. I think these are from GK Tech if I'm not mistaken. We got those for it, and then we got a whole GK Tech hydro handbrake as well. I'm trying not to put this in. I want to learn without a handbrake. I use it on the sim a lot, but I don't want to rely on that. This is the piece that I got off eBay. It's like 30 bucks. The rest of them were like 100. So I went with the cheapest one. It's kind of scarred up and everything, but it's fine for what we're going to be doing. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to jump back onto YouTube, let you guys know that we will be posting again. My Instagram and everything is down in the description below. If you have any questions or anything, that's the easiest way to reach me. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. I'll see you guys eventually on the next video.